Hey guys, I hope you've been enjoying Soul Conference online this week. I'm here, I just want to give you a really quick workshop with a really small trick of how to play your piano or your keyboard during worship. So the quick trick I want to show you today is I want to teach you 4 chords that a whole lot of worship songs today revolve around. So if you've got a piano, if you've got a keyboard, I'd love you to grab it. If you've got a keyboard, really often I'll have a pad in the background as well as a piano sound to make sure that we get kind of that really full and that ambient sound in a worship set. So I'll often do that when I'm playing at church, at youth groups, or at Soul Survivor. I'd love to teach you these 4 chords. So we're going to start in the key of C. And so I'm going to teach you what these 4 chords are, and then a whole lot of worship songs that we've been playing in our night sessions that you probably play at your church as well, so that you can practice and you can learn these songs. So the 4 chords I want to teach you today, we're in the key of C. We're going to start in the key of C, and so I want to teach you these 4 chords. So the first one is C, which is the first chord. So if we play a C, we want to play a 1, a 3, and a 5 of that chord in every single chord that we want to play. So I'll give you an example. So for a C chord, I want to play a C, an E, and a G. If I'm then going to the 4th chord, which is an F, I want to play the 1, 3, and 5 again, which is an F, an A, and a C. And then if I want to go to the 6th chord, which is an A minor, I still want to play the 1, 3, 5 of that chord, which is an A, a C, and an E. And then I want to go to the 5th chord, which is a G. I still play the 1, 3, 5, which is G, B, D. So let me play those again. So the first chord, the 1, is a C. And the 4th chord, which is an F. The 6th chord, which is an A minor. And the 5th chord, which is a G. I'll play that around for you a couple of times. 1, which is a C, 4, which is an F, A minor, which is a 6, and G, which is the 5. So I'd love to show you a couple of songs that you might know, some worship songs that we've been playing, songs that you might play at your church, that revolve around this same chord progression. The C, the F, A minor, and G. So you might know a couple of these. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You might know a couple of these other ones. And praise the Father. And praise the Son. Praise the Spirit. Free in one. And I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies. And I raise a hallelujah and louder than the unbelief. So that's playing the 1, which is the C, the 4, which is the F, the A minor, which is the 6, and the G, which is the 5. Now I'd love to show you that not all of these worship songs revolve around playing that exact same chord progression, the 1, the 4, the 6, and the 5. Some of our other worship songs, which you might know, use those same 4 chords, but switch them up a bit. So I'd love to move to the key of G. We're still keeping our 1, our 4, our 6, and a 5, which means we start on the 1, which is now a G. So if I'm playing my 1, 3, 5 of my chord, I'm playing a G, a B, and a D. If I'm playing my 4, that's now a C, if I'm in the key of G, which is C, E, G. If I'm going to my 6th chord, in the key of G, that's an E minor. So I'm going to be playing E, G, B. And then if I'm going to be playing my 5th chord, which is a D, D, F sharp, A. Now I want to play you a different variation of those chords that a whole lot of other songs might play, that you might know, that you can play along to. So I want to show you different variations starting on the fourth chord now instead of the first chord. So that fourth chord, if you remember, that's the C if we're in the key of G. So we're going to go 4, and then to the 1, which is a G, and then to the 5, which is a D, and then to the E minor, which is the 6. So that's 4, C, 1, G, 5, D, 6, E minor. Now you might notice that because I'm kind of used to playing a lot of these chords and I've been playing them for quite a few years, I'm kind of staying in the same register of the piano. But as you keep practicing, you might need to move around the piano, and that's okay. As you keep practicing and getting better, you can kind of figure out that you can play a lot of these chords in the same register of the piano, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So let's go back to our chord progression. 4, 1, 5, 6. So that's a C, G, D, E minor. So there's a couple of songs that I want to show you that you might know that have these same chord progressions. And hallelujah, and praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah, and death has lost its grip on me. You might know this one as well. So I'll stand with arms high and heart abandoned in awe of the one who gave it all. So I'll stand, my soul, Lord, to you surrendered. All I am is yours. Great. And so now there's another song that I want to show you, which uses one other variation of those chords. There are heaps of other different variations you can do, but this one uses the same variation of those chords throughout the entire song. So it's really, really easy for you to play. So you might know Reckless Love. This song uses the chord progression starting on the 6, not the 1, not the 4, but starting on the 6th chord, which in G, if you remember, that we're playing at the moment, we're in the key of G. We're going to play the E minor, which is the 6th chord. So it starts on the E minor, the 6, then down to the 5, which is the D, then to the 4, which is the C, and then back to the 1, which is G. Play that a couple of times for you. E minor, D, C, G. So the 6th chord, 5th chord, the 4th chord, and the 1. So let's play the song. And so the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God, and oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. So I'd love for you to give this a go at your home. You can have a go at Reckless Love, you can have a go at any of the other songs I've played as well. Just have a go at playing around with those 4 chords. So if we're in the key of G, let me remind you, using the 1 chord, which is the G, using the 4 chord, which is the C, the 6th chord, which is an E minor, and then the D, which is the 5th chord. So I'd love for you to give that a go at your home now. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you give this a go, and I hope you're able to play along with some of these worship songs. And in the future being able to worship in your home and at church. Thanks, guys. Bye.